Hello, I am CS Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I will tell you all about management, the definitions, objective, importance of management. Now, if you're new to my channel, I make videos on educational topics helpful for commerce students, for 11th, 12th, BCom students and students pursuing CS, CS and CMA, as the topics relate to their syllabus also. So please subscribe to my channel and let's get started with today's video. Now starting up with the definition of management. In simple words or in layman's language, if I'll ask you what is a management, you will say it is just the employees or the managers or the directors, the CFOs, the CEOs who are managing the organization. Whatever form of organization it is, it has a kind of its own management. And if we go in the history, so management has its origin in Greek word nomos, which means management. Now, what does the management do? It provides planning, organization, and direction which are necessary for business operations. Why do we need a management for a business? To manage it. And how will it manage it? It will plan, it will organize, and it will direct all the employees of the organization to work in a certain way to achieve the goals, to achieve the objectives of the organization. That is why we need a very efficient, very effective management so that the business can grow. And it is the art of getting things done. Management is kind of people who are on the top of the organization. They are the ones getting the work done from their juniors, from their employees, from their subordinates. And a good management can lead the business to another level. So it is very important that management should be skillful, talented. They should have an art of getting things done. So this is all about management. You can define more and more, but in simple words, management is the topmost people who are hired by the organization to run it in a way that it reaches the successful level. Now, how does the management adds value to the wealth of the organization? I'll tell you how does a good management, it really adds value to the wealth of the organization in the following points. The first point is changing a part of the company's strategy. Management are the people who makes the strategy, and they are the one who play an important role in making it successful and making the business grow. But if they think that the strategy is not working because the business environment changes from time to time, the competitors come in, the competitors go out, they can change a part of the company's strategy in a way to add the value to the organization. The second point is more effective way of marketing a product. Now, if the competitor is using better strategies, the competitor is using better media skills, then the management can think of marketing their own product in a more effective way, maybe on a new platform or on the existing platforms with new or better techniques. The third point is initiating the redesign of a manufacturing process. Now we all know all manufacturing process don't go on and on. They at a point they become obsolete when the new type of technologies, when the new type of processes come in with day-to-day changes, so they can initiate the redesign of the manufacturing process to make the work more efficient and easy. The next point is developing and implementing a more effective approach to customer service. Now, customers is everything if you want to really grow your business. So it has to be like your product will be sold, or your business will become successful only when your product reaches the customers. And in today's era, customer services play a very important role. So you need to develop, and just not develop, implement a more effective approach of customer service. The next is implementing a new organization structure. Management has all the power to change the organization structures, and they can implement a new organization structure to make the business work more efficiently. The last one is selecting and developing the most competent employees. Now the management has to hire most competent employees, people who have skills, people who are professionally expert, so that they can run the business in the most good manner, in the most efficient manner, and make it a successful business. So these are the points due to which we can say that yes, a good management and efficient management adds value to the wealth of the organization. Now, what is the objective of management practice? Right, the management practices certain things, but why do we need a good management? We need a management, or the objective of management practice is to get the things done efficiently and effectively. Just two things are there. In case of management practice, just two objectives are to be followed: efficiently and effectively. Efficiently means to do the work in the least time and at the least cost. Whatever work you're doing, it should take very less time, and it should be done at the least cost. It should be time effective as well as cost effective. That is why we need an effective, or the expert management, so that they can do such things. Why do we need experts? Then any layman can start up a business and can manage the business. That's why we need experts. That's why we need professionals, the people who are well educated. Then the next practice is effectively. Effectively means doing the right things to a required standard of quality. You cannot say that, okay, we are saving the cost, we're saving the time, but we are producing a low standard product, a product that has no quality. Then you should be ready that the level of customers that will reach you will also not be a good quality. So what does effectively means? You have to firstly, you have to do the right things. That is very important to make the business success. You cannot just go for the wrong things or the manipulative things. Go for the right things and to the required standard of quality. If you really want to make the business work, the standard of quality is very, very important, because in today's era especially, the customer look for the good quality. They don't go for, sometimes the business, the brands have such good names that because they give so much good quality that the customer is ready to pay more also. So both things, efficiently and effectively, they go hand in hand. Only one thing, if you follow just one thing, it will not give anything to your business. They both go hand in hand for a successful and good running business. Now, what are the objectives of management? What will the management do? What is its objectives? The first objective is achieving maximum output with minimum efforts. If we are hiring a good management, if the company or any form of organization which is having the management is paying them a good amount. Why are we doing that? So that they can achieve maximum output with minimum efforts. It's very important that you're not putting in so much efforts. You have to put minimum efforts, but you have to take out the maximum output. Then only, that is the reason we need a good management. That is why people say that we need highly educated, highly professional, highly expert people, so that they can take that maximum output out of the employees, out of the workers, out of the subordinates working under them, and taking the business to another level. The next objective is optimum use of resources. Now, the efficiency of resources can be obtained by reducing spoilage, wastages, and breakages for all kinds. This can be done by a person who knows how to use the resources, who's expert in all these things. We cannot waste our resources, we cannot spoil them. That is why we need a very good management, optimum use of resources. As we all know, resources are always limited. We have to take the best out of them, and a good management takes best out of them. That only by reducing the spoilage, by reducing the wastages, by reducing the breakages. Now they have to decide how they are going to achieve all these things. It is their responsibility, it is their objective. I wouldn't say responsibility, it is their objective. That is why we hire a good management. Now, the next objective is maximum prosperity. The prosperity helps in providing maximum benefits to the employees. If there is a good maximum prosperity or good prosperity, it helps in providing benefits or maximum benefits to the employees. How would the management provide the benefits to the employees? I will explain you. Like giving them good working conditions. It's very important. If you want an employee to stay back, or if you want that he works efficiently, he should be given a very good working condition, or you can say a suitable wage system for which they work, obviously wages or salary or whatever. Incentive plans, they should be given incentive for whatever extra work they are doing or extra efforts they are putting in the business. On one hand, they should be given all these things, and on the other hand, the management should be able to provide higher profits. The management should be able to give higher profits to the business. Then the next objective is human betterment and social justice. Yes, it's very important. Management, it serves as a tool for upliftment and betterment of the society. It can give the society back all the things, if the society is trusting you, right, if the society is investing in you, it's very important that you give better standards of living to the society by giving them a good product, good quality product, a reliable thing at a cost, at a good cost. It is very important. The society is there, they are your customers, they are your investors, so you should give better standards of living to the society, and there should be uniform policies. With all these things, it's the management encourages human betterment and social justice. These were all the objectives of management. Now we will talk about the importance of management. What is the importance of management for the form of organization? The first importance is achieving group goals. Now the clear definition of objectives would be no wastage of time, money and effort, and it converts disorganized resources of men, machines, money, etc. into useful enterprise. So if you talk about an enterprise, there are group goals, and management is responsible for achieving group goals with group effort. There should be group efforts towards achieving the predetermined goals, because it's always said that employees have different goals and business has different goals. Employees want to earn for themselves higher wages, higher salary, and the organization has its own goals of higher profits. So the strategies, the policies, the management should make it such that both of them achieve their goals. So the group goals should be achieved that way, that group efforts come out of that. And how can that be happen? Like resources, they should be coordinated, they should be directed and controlled in a way that the goals should be attained. And management is responsible for group means everybody's goals. So management is important for achieving the group goals, and it converts disorganized resources of men, machines, money, etc. into useful enterprise. The next importance is optimum utilization of resources. Resources are scarce and its optimum utilization is very important. We have discussed it earlier also. Management utilizes all the physical and human resources productively. Now you have good resources but you don't know how to use it, you're wasting it. That is also not good. So that is why we need to have a good management in the organization, and it makes use of experts and professionals and their services to avoid wastage. Why do we need experts, or why do we need professionals? Why aren't we hiring some layman to manage our business? Because they have that expertise. They know how to use less products to achieve big goals, or how to use scarce resources to achieve big objectives. So maximum utilization of scarce resources, that is the expertise of skillful people, that is the expertise of professionals. So that's why we need effective management. The next importance of management is it reduces cost. Now it gets maximum results through minimum output by proper planning. The major function of management is planning, and that too in such a way that it reduces cost, it reduces time, and generates maximum output. So that is the way that it has to reduce the cost and generate maximum results by putting in minimum input, and it uses physical, human and financial resources. To use physical, human and financial resources in such a best combination that it results in reduction of cost. The next importance is establishes sound organization. It establishes, now it is the responsibility of the management to make a sound organizational structures to work in, for themselves also, for employees also. It's very important to have a sound organizational structure. But what would a sound organizational structure do? It will establish effective authority and responsibility relationship. When you're working with so many people, there should be a responsibility given to such person, that this is your responsibility, you have to do this. And at the same time, the authority should be given to his boss, to the person who's superior to him, that you have to look after it, you have the authority to give him the work. So this is very important to establish effective authority and responsibility relationship. And how could this be established? To show who is accountable to whom. This is very important, right? Accountable means responsible. Who's responsible to whom, who can give instructions to whom. This is very important, right? Who are seniors and who are subordinates. If you're not clear about all these things, how would an organization work? So that is why an organizational structure is made. Why do you think that some people are called the managers, then junior managers, then some other kind of designations, because it is just a way to tell a person that you are subordinate to so and so person, or you are the boss of so and so people who are working under you. So for that, a sound organizational structure is very important, which a good management makes up. The next importance is establishes equilibrium. Now, management enables the organization to survive in changing environment. The environment is changing every point at every time, with changing competitors, with changing policies, with changing everything is changing. Right. It is very important to establish that equilibrium, that how can you survive. Now you see, at this point of time, the pandemic is so crucial that you will see that almost we would see new types of sanitizers coming in the market, because the environment is changing. There are a lot of products which now at times we are not even buying because we don't need them. What we need is, we need masks, we need sanitizers, and now you could see that almost every company is making its own masks, every company is generating their own sanitizers, because that is the market, and that is what management has to decide, how to survive in the changing environment. The organization adapts to the changing demand of our market or changing needs of the society. And in this kind of pandemic, what people are needing, according to that, many of the organizations are working towards it. Many of the organizations are bringing up their products in the line to save people from pandemic, and on in the same hand, to make their businesses work as well. So that is the way to establish an equilibrium. Then comes prosperity of society. Efficient management makes difficult tasks easier, resulting in improve of standard of living. I have told you earlier also, in the objective it had the point of maximum prosperity. So here it is prosperity of society. That's very important, that the efficient management, it makes difficult tasks easier. And that is the quality of a professional person, that is the quality of an expert, that he has to make it easier. It has to look like that it is easy because of his expertise, and it automatically results in improve of standard of living and increases the profit, which is beneficial for the business and society at large, because if the company is gaining profit, it is very important that it will ultimately benefit the society also. So above these 6 points were the importance of management. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to get all the updates, and press the bell icon as to get the notification whenever my video comes up. Like the video, do share it with your friends to help them to study, and let me know in the comment section if you want any improvement in the slides, or if you want anything, any new topic to discuss with you. Please comment and share your views on that. Thank you.